Well, that's the first rising clamped in place. To say it was a little on the challenging side might be an understatement. And here's the second rising banded in place, and it was no less challenging than the first one. When you don't have deep throat clamps, and considering how slippery thickened epoxy is, trying to get them to stay put made me dig into my bag of tricks. There was a fair bit of edge set, and when you consider that they're 1.5 inches wide, the only way I could keep them from moving around was to put some temporary screws in and put them in just far enough so that the tip of them would provide some resistance against sideways slip. Of course, what you just saw is only a small snippet of what happens off camera. There is quite a bit of grunt work going on, as in hand sanding. I tried a small detail sander, but that was making a lot of noise and little work. I find with hand sanding like this and stopping every little while and feeling with your fingers, you can tell if there's any high spots left. Yesterday I installed risings, and today now I'm putting a bit of epoxy on the seam here before I lay a fillet in. And I don't like to put a fillet on just dry wood. The wood absorbs a lot of the epoxy out of the fairing. And in case you're curious as to what I was using for a fillet, it's a combination of micro balloons, the 407, and 5 403. Is the fibrous one's more structural, and the 407 is makes it easier to sand because it's a lightweight filler. Seems like I'm constantly laying in fillets, but fiberglass cloth don't like going around tight corners, so I guess it's really a necessity. Well, several weeks ago, when I glassed in the floor support structures, might have been 3 weeks ago by now, I glassed over the limber holes. Well, now it's time to clear them out again before I apply the last couple of layers of epoxy resin. It would be quite a bit of work to to set up the camera to record clearing all of them. So I'm just going to record doing this one, and I'll do the rest of them off camera. Glassed above the risings last evening. This morning, the inside glassing continues. Well, the inside of the hole is fully glassed now. I will be giving her another couple of coats of resin, possibly 3, to fill in the weave of the cloth. But she's pretty much ready now to move on towards putting the rest of the insides in her. I think now my next job will be to make the tots and put them across her. The midship tots got braces on both sides of it, but the fore and aft tots are only going to have braces on one side. From this angle, the midship tot looks like he's back aft. So as you can see from this angle, the camera makes things quite deceptive. Well, I'll end this video here now, and I'll get the other tot put in next week. And I should get the forward and aft floors installed.